Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the day we've been waiting for insofar as Division II is concerned. Promotion match. One team going up today from Division II to Division I. One team will come back for another season. It's Hybrid FC taking on Frederick Kings. Two sides eager to make their presence felt and join in following Peru United into Division I. Peru United earned their way to the top spot through their ultimate and excellent performance throughout the season, but there is still a spot in and up for grabs. Make sure to share this link with all interested parties. I'm Noah Walker here with DMV Sports Media. Happy to have you with us here live on YouTube. As always, if you enjoy the broadcast, make sure to drop a like on the video to help others find us in the algorithm. Every like suggests this video to more viewers. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to DMV Sports Media to join us for all the best amateur and semi-pro footy here in the DMV and beyond. We have several matches throughout the day. Division I Championship Final, Steel Pulse, Baltimore City FC will take place live on the channel at 2 p.m. And of course, later in the day, we'll have a 5 p.m. Virginia UPSL final between VA Revolution and Arlington SA. At 7 p.m., our Bowleys Athletic will host Capital City Islanders down from Harrisburg in the round of 32 national UPSL match. And then, of course, down in Virginia at 5:45 and 8 p.m. respectively, we'll have Yins United and Los Toros in American Premier League semifinal, as well as world-class Premier and Aegean Hawks in the other semifinal. So a full slate of matches today. All of them are advance or go home, and all of them are here live on DMV Sports Media. We have the walkout, the anthem, and then kickoff here momentarily. Make sure to get your score predictions in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, any players to watch out for, and thoughts on the match as we go. As always, no hate speech of any type will be tolerated. If we see it, you will be blocked and reported, but friendly banter is beyond welcome and encouraged. We'll see you there. Enjoy the walkout, enjoy the anthem, and we'll see you in a moment. Well, we have a few more moments as our center official and match officials diligently check the balls and make sure we have all the equipment requisite of a playoff promotion match. If you're just joining us, it is Hybrid FC, Frederick Kings lined up for the international walkout and the anthem. One team will be moving up to Division I today. And of course, one team will be trying again for Division II in the spring. Get your predictions in. You have a little bit more time to get your score predictions in. If we get the exact score predicted before match kickoff, we'll make sure you get some free Chipotle. Just remind us after the match with a screenshot of your prediction. I'll be monitoring the chat. We're here live on DMV Sports Media. Share the link with all vested parties. Anyone who may want to tune in. We have the walkout and the anthem, and we'll be right back with you for match kickoff here from Milford Mill. We will now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our national anthem. walkout is finished. The anthem played here on a blustery November's day in Milford Mill. This is Noah Walker on DMV Sports Media. So glad to have you with us here in the chat. We've got a good showing already here on YouTube and possibly an even better showing here in the stands. If you're in the vicinity of Baltimore or Baltimore County, not too late to make it out. We got a doubleheader today, promotion match from Division II. This is Hybrid FC and Frederick Kings. And at 2 p.m. we have the Division I championship final, Baltimore City FC taking on Steel Pulse, and what promises to be a scintillating match as Baltimore City continue trailblazing in their first season in Division I, taking on the perennial powerhouse Steel Pulse, looking for a 7th championship final to add to their already overextended trophy case. But right now it's all about Hybrid and Frederick Kings. One of these sides will be up in Division I next season, taking on those historic clubs. Let's get into the two lineups for Frederick Kings. It's going to be the side captained, or rather coached by Jake Hood, with Greg Stillman also in the coaching staff. The side will see Benjamin McCarron, Kylan Iyer, Christian Urbina, Dalton Shiflett, Dybala Oliver, Evarista Longa, Gerald Norgba, Janot Seke, Liam King, Mark Proctor, Mike Walsh, the captain, Prosper Ashanga, Rene Rodriguez, Simeon Mosiah Hunter, Tiago Hardy, Travis Adarinto, and Will Adenga. And of course, Frederick Kings will play right to left wearing their black kits. Hybrid playing left to right wearing their all green. We'll see Brian Urbina, Yama Ogra, Hunter Hillis, Kyle Simmons, Tariq Aman, Renee Carbajal, Christian Johnston, Darren Greenwood, Mackay Walker, Daryl Greenwood, Bona Zinalo, Randy Salvador, Jason Astadiel, Edwin Pereira, Niamar Mesa, Mauricio Lopez, Abdul Osman, Julius Brigibasi, and Pierre Cornell wearing the number 23. And of course, this is a side coached by Naeem Bashir and Kay Bashir. We're so excited for this opening kickoff. A few names stand out. This is two young sides, but certainly have some veteran leadership among them. We'll look to Prosper Ashanga, Evarista Longa, and a few others in this Frederick Kings side. The name that stands out for Hybrid that I haven't seen before, Pierre Cornell, a seasoned player, spent a lot of time playing with Cap City FC down in Washington, D.C., as well as a few other top-level sides. We'll see what his veteran leadership can bring to a side that has a lot of youth and a lot of talent on the up and up. This is Frederick Kings playing right to left, starting on the ball and moving this one around. As we mentioned, it's a blustery day here in Windsor Mill, and sides will want to try to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. Right now the wind is favoring Hybrid, but has died down a little bit at the moment. Hybrid looking upfield, but that clearance goes errantly wide and outside of the reach of Walker. This is going to be a throw for Frederick Kings. We'll have to wait for the next ball to get restarted here in the opening minutes of play. This is Ashanga to take the throw. It's well turned into the midfield, and here come the Kings. Good switch of play from Shiflett. And now motoring down that far side is Urbina, dispossessed. And now Hybrid are on out of real estate with Frederick Kings hot in pursuit. This is an uncomfortable moment for the Kings with the wind in their face. Have to send it back to their number 1, but clearance is made, only a partial clearance. And we are going to have a set piece in the middle of the pitch going the way of Hybrid FC, the recipient. It's number 6. That's Johnson. Quickly sent in by Johnson, and now Hybrid looking to find a window forward. Well defended by the Kings as Longa sends it out wide. There's an overlapping run. Kings send it down the line in the direction of, I believe, Urbina. This one trickles through, but just a little bit beyond the range of John Sek. Excuse me, that's Jano Seka. Didn't anticipate the run. But it's a consolation prize of a throw here on the near side for the Kings. Shanga sends it in, and we'll have the back pass. And we will be a throw here for Hybrid FC. It's been a well-contested match, back and forth. Welcome to all our viewers within the chat and beyond. Take a minute to address everyone in a moment. Here comes Walker down the line. Battling, good physical play from Walker. Gets a touch to it now, top of the 18. Finally tackled. This has been a proper promotion match thus far. Every ball contested. It's sent in by Urbina. Now the shot not coming. Longa looked upfield but couldn't get it off. Now has the second ball, and the tackle comes, but Longa has won the throw for his side. Well defended. Still a bouncing ball, cleared off the top of the 18. Game of ping pong. Now touchdown, the offside flag has gone. Jano Seka got ahead to it, but the second run from Longa just a little behind that back line, and now Hybrid will send this forward on the ground. From where we've seen these teams start to where they are now in terms of level of play, competition, and the players, I think we've seen some real development, even though it's only been a matter of months. You look back at some of the video from the beginning of the season, it's just a whole new level of cohesion and talent, and especially since these players are so young. I think iron sharpens iron, and really been a pleasure to see the advancements. It's also much more pleasant on the eye as a neutral observer. This has been a really hard-fought match, albeit under difficult weather conditions. Well turned upfield, but again, Hybrid running out of real estate. That was Rene Carbajal. Welcome to the chat. And you see Awole Brown, Mercedes Mesa, Ibrahim, Nicholas Brown, Andrea Necci watching all the way from Italy, and Madeline Chapman all the way from South Georgia. Or rather from, nope. I'm not biting on that one. This one rolls over the end line and will be a goal kick to come for Frederick Kings. Kings resolute playing from the back, especially with the wind conditions. Can't blame them, but this one will travel out. Benjamin McCarron is the goalkeeper today. A massive responsibility in this promotion match for the Kings. Hasn't been tested of yet, but came up strong when asked to make a couple of clearances. It's going to be a throw here on the near side. And on these windy days, possibly especially, the set pieces will be so important. Can really sow chaos for the defense. It looks like Hybrid may have a long throw in their repertoire. Goes on a high arc, doesn't get the distance required. Second bite at the apple, cut out by Jana Seka, but Seka runs out of real estate, and now will be a throw again. Second bite at the apple for Hybrid FC. No, excuse me, this is final touch that came off of Hybrid and will be King's throw. I believe that traveled over the end line, so third time's the charm. It looks like we're going to have a goal kick here for the Kings with the wind barreling down. Don't be surprised to see Hybrid keying more bodies up. Really, Kings unable to go as long as they may have liked. That was a good ball forward, but held up in the air and well jumped on that far side. This is Tariq Aman. Sent it down the line, but now the flag has gone, and there's going to be an offside for the benefit of Frederick Kings. Reminder to make sure to drop a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Get as many viewers watching as possible to get these players and teams the exposure they deserve. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And continue staying up with all Super League matches live on the channel. Oh, that's a costly turnover across the middle of the pitch. The shot taken and goes just wide. So those are moments that Frederick Kings will not want to repeat. It looks like it might have taken a final touch off of the Kings defense. And it will be a corner kick. You hear with dissent from the Kings players, they really don't feel that was one that took a touch, and they know how costly these turnovers, or rather these set pieces, can be on a windy day. But we'll have to lock in as Ben McCarron lines up his defenders. It's going to be a corner kick from the near side. If you're just joining us, it's been a scoreless affair thus far, but really well contested. Both sides have had their chances and have had their possession, but right now the wind very much in favor of Hybrid as they line up this corner kick from the near side. It's going to be an in-swinger. The delivery sent low at the near post. Second bite at the apple through traffic. And it's still in the mix. Second delivery sent in low. And back. Now space does open up well. Final attempt from Amon just didn't have, from Johnson, just didn't have the venom, didn't have the connection, and McCarron happy to scoop that one up after a hotly contested sequence of play. McCarron's ball goes high, but needs a little help. It gets that help. But no recipient on the end. And now Hybrid FC from the back. A little too direct, especially on the windy day. You have to take advantage of the conditions, and that means maybe not sending direct balls on a low line. You know they're always going to favor the goalkeeper. Oh, that's a poor clearance. McCarron has to drop back to his line. Now it's sent across. Square ball just a little late from Rene Carbajal, who did his very best to get around it. No harm, no foul. McCarron will have another chance to clear this one from a goal kick. On the far side, that's a well-timed run, but even better defense. It's mopped up. I believe that's Simmons or Hybrid. I see a question in the chat. I don't see Dybala on the field at the moment, but we'll scan. He's wearing the number 7 today. Oh, that is a really well-timed run. Player goes down. It's a contentious moment, and certainly we may see some type of card, although the contact did look incidental. The foul certainly one of consequence. And it looks like Daryl Greenwood is back on his feet. You saw that burst of speed to interrupt the Frederick Kings possession and almost spur an attack. It looks like the caution and the card will be spared, but the set piece is ready for delivery. Here it is, a high one flighted across. No final recipient, just behind Simmons and his colleague there in the middle. Hunter Hillis. Wilson Simmons not far from getting what could have been the crucial touch, but may have another chance to get forward as Frederick King's really struggling to play into this wind right now. Someone takes a touch. It's a good physical battle, but the final recipient is going to be Hybrid. Finally cut out. Now down the line. Seka couldn't quite get there. Pinballs around. Now Hybrid need to get this out of trouble. Sent over by Greenwood. And finally Aman will survey the field and keep it on the ground. Greenwood, Aman, and now out wide. Is there a service? It's well defended on that far touchline by Liam King. An early ball almost catches this back line sleeping, but Ben McCarron alerting off his line. McCarron's ball bounces around midfield. It's contested and popped right back up. Here's a Shanga. Able to ward off the defender, needs some help. Gets that help. What a turn from Jano Seka. And Kings could be forward. This is out wide for Urbina. Can he get it across? Urbina touches it past the defender. And that's certainly going to be a foul. Just on the outer rim of this 18. And it is going to be a yellow card. It looks like the recipient is Tariq Aman. Tariq Aman. Here's another look back at the replay. Aman was just a hair's breadth late. Urbina is too crafty, too quick, and got that final touch. And now it is going to be a really dangerous set piece just outside the far portion of that 18. Frederick Kings finally have their answer to what has been a long spell of possession and set pieces from Hybrid. Can they make it? It's lofted into the wind. Final touch not coming, and well, now Kings slower to react. It's all the way back to McCarron, who will pop it right back up in the wind. Look forward, Simmons for Hybrid. Able to get it into the midfield. Now touched out wide. Hillis for the return. Kings midfield hasn't had a lot of chances to get involved. Here's Mike Walsh. He may look to change that, but an unlucky bounce into Walsh's hand. Sees Hybrid the other way. All the way back to McCarron. McCarron did well to keep that on the ground. The second touch, not so great. Now sent in. This is a deep strike, trying to catch McCarron off his line from Greenwood. McCarron again equal to the challenge. Hybrid will look to create some depth, going back, creating new angles. But for our Kings, they're happy to get bodies up the field, create a little space. They've really been under the gun here at the back. And I think if you're Frederick Kings right now, yes, you want to create some more offense, and yes, you want to be clinical when you get forward, but have to be careful. You just want to get into halftime at least level, and then potentially take advantage of the wind as it comes. But as it stands, it's another chance for Greenwood and Hybrid to get forward. Ball ricochets off of Greenwood into the waiting hands of McCarron. That's a question from Andrea Necci from Italy. If they draw, will they do more halves or penalties directly? For this match, as a promotion match, it is straight to PKs after regulation, and because there needs to be a winner, there needs to be a team promoted. So we've got a lot of time left, but if these two sides were level after the 90 minutes, we would see penalty kicks direct. Some real talent on both benches we have not seen yet. Both sides try to see what advantage can be gained. I think we're going to see some different looks as this match goes on. A little past halfway through the first half. This one's sent forward but never made its way in. And it is going to be another try for the Kings. Excuse me, we're about 19 minutes gone. Will be a throw for Walsh here on the near side. Strong throw from Walsh. And it is going to be a set piece for the benefit of the Kings. Seka drawing contact. Delivery. Number 13. It's Gerald Norgbe. Norgbe. It's a strong foot throw. It didn't get the lift required, and now Hybrid looking to get forward. Mike Walsh able to slow that one down. And we'll see a switch here from Hybrid FC. Looks like off is Mikhail Walker. We'll see who has joined the fray in a moment when the player turns around. For now, it's sent down the line. Shanga able to make the clearance. We'll see another hybrid throw as they march down the field, piece by piece. Good battle. Walsh able to stick a head in there. Seka's ball repulsed. Excuse me, repelled. This is forward from Walsh. Another clearance. This is made by Hunter Hilliard. Walsh with that long throw, able to get it down the line against the wind. This is Evarista Longa turning, engineering some space. Longa still going and has won a corner kick for his troubles. Great work there from the number 10. Frederick Kings, and now a set piece from the near side with Urbina stepping over and onto the ball. We've seen a lot from Urbina on that far wing, engineering a lot of speed, a lot of creativity. Now, work his magic from the set piece spot. It's a corner kick to come. Sent low, near posts, a partial clearance. And now another set piece, the recipient, Liam King. Drawing the contact and forcing Hybrid to retreat yet again. Looks like Dalton Shiflett will stand over the ball to deliver. King still trying to unlock the perfect delivery, the perfect set piece. They haven't found the right angle, and it's certainly difficult. Low margin for error on a day like today with the wind. Shiflett's ball over the top. This looks better. Walsh gets ahead to it. It's just wide. That seemed to be the best delivery we've had today, and certainly Mike Walsh did well to rise up and get ahead on it. Always a difficult one to generate your own power, but it was an uncomfortable moment for Hybrid FC, who have made another switch. Ball sent down the far side. By the Hybrid FC goalkeeper, Ryan Urbina. Here comes the counterattack. And it looks like that ball had gone short of what could have been a delivery from Daryl Greenwood. Great counterattack. Saw Daryl Greenwood's speed on full display yet again. He's been a player who's really caused chaos, really caused problems for this Frederick Kings back line. Just ran out of real estate on that far side, and Frederick Kings gratefully will have a throw. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Super Soccer League Maryland promotion match. This is the final match of the Division II season to crown a second team to join Division I next season. One team will get promotion, one team will have to try again in the spring. Congratulations to Peru United, who were the regular season champions and the first team to earn promotion into Division I. We'll see Peru United playing against the big dogs next season. One of these two, Hybrid or Kings, will also be up in Division I. Appreciate your joining us here on DMV Sports Media to celebrate a really special moment. Promotion relegation, one of the most exciting parts of this sport. As we interrupt that thought, this is a counterattack from Kings. Have to slow it down. And finally the intervention made. Hilliard touches it out wide. And now forward from Aman. It's hotly contested. Well, I think I understand now. I thought I've seen Greenwood all over the field. Well, there's Darren and Daryl Greenwood, and it's making a lot more sense now. Two players who have certainly made a huge impact on the game. But it is, in fact, two players, not one. Number 10 and number 11. We're going to have a goal kick here for the Kings. Ben McCarron looks like he wants to look upfield. His colleagues would rather keep it short, but wants to create some space. And here comes the long ball from McCarron. This one gets a little bit more clearance, but still Hybrid first to it. It's down the line. Are we going to see a ball across? Oh, that's a lovely move from the outside. Top of the 18. And up and finally into the waiting arms of McCarron. No real venom on this final strike. With the new goalkeeper timing rules, it's a point of emphasis for the center officials. They're a lot more strict in enforcing that 6-second rule. We've seen it called a few times in UPSL contests we've covered, where it's actually been given as a corner kick when the goalkeeper holds onto the ball too long. We'll see if we see it happen here right now. It's well sent forward by the Kings, and I believe that is Longa able to hold up play and allow his teammates to get up the field. The final ball errantly wide, and Hybrid will have a throw as we see a sub apiece for each side. We'll let you know who's coming onto the fray as we get a look at each player's number. It looks like Dybala Oliver is the player coming on, replacing Seka up top for the Kings. Here's the much awaited Dybala Oliver. Right onto the field, will immediately put pressure on the ball. Here comes Oliver down the line. Doesn't take long for Dybala to get right into the play. He'll send it back across to Walsh. Clever turn from Walsh to create some space, and now Back pass sniffed out by the veteran Pierre Cornell, who has also stepped on for the benefit of Hybrid. So two much awaited players, one for each side. Dybala Oliver for Frederick Kings. Let's come on Pierre Cornell for Hybrid FC. We'll see what the late subs can do. There's another sub coming on for the Kings. Walsh sends this down the line. It's popped straight up from Longa. Longa still going. Finally, the clearance made. Looks like there is going to be a set piece for the benefit of Hybrid. Wouldn't have counted anyways. Physical challenge from Longa. Could have gone either way, but certainly was barreling through there like a freight train. Here's Simmons. Good composure from Simmons to look long, but then go short, find a little passageway to keep the ball on the ground. Now Greenwood can't quite squeeze that one through, and this is an early ball. It's just offside. Longa may plead his case, but Eden was just off. Tried to get back, but couldn't quite find his way to the good side. And now it will be a set piece right around midfield for Hybrid FC. Appreciate the kind words, Alpha Sawana. Truly grateful to be out here doing what I love, and grateful to have all you here tuned in as these players chase what they've sought all season long. This is a ball that trickles through. There's going to be a foul. That was one that looked like it could be an advantage to give for Hybrid, but I think it's the right call. That was always going to be a tough, difficult one to wrap around for Greenwood with the wind whipping and the ball bouncing uncomfortably. And we will come back for the foul off the ball for a central set piece. These can be especially dangerous if you get a talented taker over the ball because the wind is really whipping at McCarran's goal. Every bit of power is amplified by that wind. We'll just see if the Hybrid taker can get it up and over the wall, or rather around the wall, under the wall. Gonna take a bit of creativity. But you gotta find a way to put it on frame. I assure you as a goalkeeper myself, these are the conditions that give us nightmares, and certainly you don't want to squander it with a ball into the wall or up and over the goal. Looks like Kyle Simmons is the man with the massive responsibility, trying to put Hybrid up here in this promotion match. Scoreless match here. About the 31st minute. This would be a massive moment. Oh, it looks like it's taken by Cornell. Taking everyone, including myself, by surprise. The veteran skies it. Not the worst take we've ever seen. Certainly had some dip, just didn't catch that dip until after the goal. You saw what Pierre Cornell was going for, but unfortunately it's another set piece that doesn't test the goalkeeper. Another set piece wasted as we see another switch for the Kings. That's Simeon Mosiah Hunter stepping into this back line. Simeon Hunter gets a crucial early touch to clear up the back line and send it out wide. Now it's over the top. Here comes Oliver. Urbina off his line. Able to make the clearance. Now it's Ammon on that far side. And Hybrid FC will have the throw. This is well challenged. Cornell able to get it off his feet. Now all the way back for Hunter Hilliard. Sends it out wide. It's a hard challenge, but a fair challenge. Shanga, now Oliver looking around the corner, ran him out of real estate. And that's another strong challenge there from number 6. Shanga has had a strong defensive performance on the near side, but this throw will be taken by number 8, Rene Rodriguez. Kings make another switch. Try to keep you updated of all subs as they come, but with unlimited substitutions, it's a bit difficult. So it'll just be a rolling list as we're able to bring it on. Here's Simeon Mosiah Hunter, sends it over to the far side. No connection to be found, and now Hybrid will have the throw. This is going to be quickly turned over, and Kings looking to stretch the field and get a little breathing room. Ricochet is off of Simmons. We will see another throw. It's a good turn upfield for the benefit of Everest Longa. Longa tackled away. It's really well timed from Jason Astudillo. Astudillo was one of those earlier subs that didn't get a chance to call out, but has slotted in nicely in this back line. No connection found for the Kings, and now Hybrid back on the ball with Eamon looking to find a recipient down the line. Back again to Eamon. Now up to Cornell. Clever touch from Cornell. Over to Greenwood. Greenwood finding a connection. Top of the 18. Required a clearance. Here's Greenwood. Golazo from Greenwood. That was Daryl Greenwood with a beautiful strike into traffic. Took a little deflection, but it took a really strong connection with the ball to engineer that one. And sometimes you take the strike, you put your name in the hat, and good things happen. And that is going to be a goal recorded for Daryl Greenwood to put Hybrid FC up by a score of 1-0 here in the 35th minute. 10 minutes left of play here in the first half. And Hybrid able to capitalize off of a really strong piece of counter-attacking play. Greenwood has been instrumental. Both Greenwoods have been instrumental today, and Daryl Greenwood rewarded for his hard work. Kings now, how will they respond? They've got plenty of time to get their way. That's a beautiful ball down the line. Here comes Urbina looking for support. Has to pull it back, and still going. Love this from the Kings. It's across the face of goal. And that was almost a lightning counterattack. Christian Urbina, the man who has been making magic happen. He was looking for Colin Iyer. Iyer just a hair's breadth away from connecting at the back post. And now will be a throw on that far touch line. It's Hybrid down the line. Frederick Kings all the way over top of that one. Mosiah Hunter sends it forward. Now it's Urbina again. And Urbina goes down. This is going to be a set piece. The guilty party deemed to be Yoma Ogra. Rene Rodriguez will send this one forward. Certainly these set pieces, we talked about how important they are on these windy days, but now a goal at the deficit in this promotion match. Frederick Kings will feel the pressure. This ball, ooh, you saw that was a difficult one. The wind made the ball move before Rodriguez able to make his connection. I don't think Rodriguez even saw that the wind was moving the ball, and by the point he made his connection, this was a ball that was traveling away from its intended target. This is a throw over on the far touchline for Hybrid. And it's going to be a set piece. There was a slight push before that header. Guilty party deemed to be Gerald Norgba. Simmons will send this one low on a line. It's in the direction of Pierre Cornell, but Frederick King's able to intervene, and the wind really whipping, making conditions so difficult down there on the pitch. That one travels over the near side. It's difficult down there on the pitch. It's difficult up here in our quasi box. Here we go. This one bounces around. Greenwood connects. It's waved off. A lot of connection, a lot of potential there for what could have been a penalty kick, but instead we'll see a counterattack the other way. It's over the top for Seka. Seka has found his way in behind. Aman is there in defense. Aman able to push Seka back. Now the return. Colin Ayer takes the shot. And Ayer's ball deflected over the end line for what will be a corner kick. What a sequence of play. It's end-to-end stuff here at Milford Mill. And Frederick Kings will have a corner kick. You can make up your own mind on that one. I think the referee had a great angle at it, so I'm going to go with the trained referee experience. But to the layperson eye, it didn't look like it could potentially be considered a penalty. Here's the delivery from Ayer into the top of the six. And Frederick Kings will reclaim all the way back to Messiah Hunter. Through the middle, here is Simmons. Ball off his feet and out wide. Greenwood has the overlapping run he's waiting for. Good ball down the line and just over the end line. Over the side. Wind taking that one away from the feet of Yoma Ogra. As we enter the final portion of this first half period. If you're just joining us, it's a 1-0 match. The lone goal today for Hybrid scored by Daryl Greenwood off of a really strong connection with a slight deflection to take it past Ben McCarron. Since that point, we've seen a good response from the Kings, but equally resolute have been Hybrid FC with no drop in play. Not letting Frederick Kings bounce right back. Let us know your thoughts on the match thus far. Love to see the engagement, love to see the chat here in this one. The excitement for what really should be a match of high engagement, high excitement. Again, this is what these teams, these players have fought for all season long, and we as spectators can certainly feel that excitement, that hard work down there on the pitch. This is contested and won initially by Ogra. Hybrid still looking to find another way through. Sent down the line by Greenwood. Here is Pierre Cornell. That is not Cornell. That is sent across by Johnson. Johnson's ball into the side netting will be a goal kick to come. Clever move from Christian Johnson. Left the defender in the wake, able to get it across, but not quite in the vicinity of any would-be attackers. Here's Prospera Shanga. A left-footed ball that does find connection. Now it's out to Colin Ayer. Ayer will resettle this one down the line and wait for more support on this attack. Ayer now down the line for Seka. Seka looking to find a way, has found his way to the end line. Can he get it across? Yes, he can. It's in the direction of Urbina, but too tall is this cross, and it will be a throw for Hybrid. Frederick Kings have been really close at several points today, connecting on the counterattack, but just been one piece lacking here and there. Sent down, that's a knuckling ball, cut out well by Walsh. Walsh or Mark Proctor, now back to Ashanga. Ashanga under immediate duress, gets the ball off his feet, but only just. Now Mosiah Hunter, no connection there. Daryl Greenwood out to Iyer. Iyer dispossessed. Greenwood again has been all over this pitch. Wants to find a final connection, and instead it's down the line for Proctor. Good win there from Amon. We'll send it back to Hilliard. Hillis, excuse me. Apologies to the Hillis family and Hunter Hillis. I've been saying that last name wrong. Oh, clever back heel here from Darren Greenwood. But King's able to sniff it out and will have a set piece to find some clearance. We must be in the final moments now of this first half period. We're in the 43rd minute, just about 2 minutes and change plus any given stoppage. King still looking for what would be a huge response, huge momentum boost going into the half. This is a proper clearance, but the wind holds it up. Now forward from Proctor, it's Seka into Proctor, back out wide. No player occupying that central position. Hybrid all too happy to take over. Sent out wide by Cornell. Johnson, the intended target, but the wind, I can't say it enough, really making this a difficult match to connect. It's the smallest of margins. Both teams contesting every ball. Every pass has to be quick. It has to be one time, one or two touch, and it has to be perfectly positioned with not only the opposition, but the wind, the conditions to contend with. This is sent over the top. Well dealt with by Norgbe. Hybrid still sowing seeds of chaos. It's sent back by Proctor. Clearance only partially made by McCarron. Now out to Darren Greenwood. Greenwood tackled well by Ashanga. Ashanga will go down the line. Or number 8, Rodriguez. And a cross, and Hybrid, the attack stalls out. Proctor felt the need to make the immediate challenge. It was cynical, but also he knew that that central area was so dangerous. Here's the cross. It's swept up by Ashanga. Great decision there by Greenwood to quickly attack from the set piece, trying to catch Kings asleep, and almost did just that. Here's Colin Iyer down the line. And that is going to be the halftime whistle. The score here in this promotion match is 1-0 in favor of Hybrid FC with a fantastic Daryl Greenwood goal. We will take our short halftime break. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And just a quick preview on the day, we have this promotion match sending one of these teams up to Division I in the Super Soccer League Maryland. We will have the Division I final. Steel Pulse, the repeat champion, hosting Baltimore City FC here at Milford Mill, 2 p.m. live on DMV Sports Media. And of course, later on the day, we have the 5 p.m. UPSL Virginia final down in Springfield, Arlington SA, and VA Revolution Pro squaring up to take the Virginia crown and advance through into the national competition. We also have a UPSL Nationals round of 32, Bowley's Athletic of Baltimore and Bowley's Quarter hosting Capital City Islanders from Harrisburg Island. We'll look forward to having that one at 7 p.m. here live on the channel. And then we have 2 APL semifinal matches down in Virginia. It's Yins United and Los Toros at 5:45. And at 8 p.m. from Langley, we have a G&N Hawks and World Class premiere with Josh Campbell on the call for the 5:45. And yours truly on the 8 p.m. I'll also be on the Virginia match at 5 p.m. Tyler Lochte of the Big Ten Network will be on both the 2 p.m. Division I Finals, and of course the 7 p.m. round of 32 match along with Gio Monterosso. And as always, thank our dedicated cameraman Donovan Wallace on the camera today for all the Maryland matches. We will see you there for those matches. We're going to take our halftime break. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of the promotion match here in Super Soccer League of Maryland. These are two of the Division II teams that have risen above the cream. And now we will see a second promoted team to join Peru United in Division I. This is Hybrid FC, Frederick Kings. We saw Hybrid score the first goal of the contest by way of Daryl Greenwood in the later portions of this first half, but Frederick Kings have certainly been in this match, and now will play with the wind at their back. We have 45 minutes left to crown a winner. Again, if we had a level score at the end of 90, we would go straight to penalty kicks, so this is a promotion match through and through. We are going to see Hybrid playing right to left, wearing their all green kits. Of course, Frederick Kings will play left to right, wearing their all black. Hybrid on the ball, looking to move this one around. Really windy conditions today. Of course, that has certainly affected the play. Frederick Kings looking to take advantage. This is Dybala Oliver down the line. Oliver waiting for support, and now we'll find that support. It's an overlapping run, well controlled. And finally, touch made by Eamon. It will be a corner kick for Frederick Kings. That was well engineered between Oliver and number 16, the overlapping run from Dalton Shiflett. Able to create a good angle. Final challenge from Eamon. Took it over the end line. Now Dybala Oliver will send this left-footed in-swinger from the near side with the wind whipping for a change in favor of Frederick Kings. We'll see what they can do here in the second 45. Here's a delivery from Oliver. Ooh, an attempted acrobatic kick. Second bite at the apple for Frederick Kings, and it's well contested. Eamon all the way out there, able to force Liam King over that far touchline. It's going to be a throw from the deep corner. We'll see how Hybrid FC able to deal with it. It's down the line, and that gets some clearance. Well taken down by Hybrid, and as Ashanga on the far side has been really solid all day long. Prosper Ashanga, we peed him as a player to watch out for. Here's a challenge from Norgbe, and now forward for Oliver. Overtaken by Eamon. Dybala Oliver, a really fast player, really influential player, but all this speed on Hybrid FC has made Dybala Oliver look just regular fast, not super fast like we usually see. There's a lot of talent and a lot of athleticism out there today. Certainly we've seen the best from both sides. Here's another in-swinger for Dybala Oliver. We'll see if he can deliver another hot in-swinger. That was a really good service last time. Across the face of goal. Excuse me. This is over the near touch line. Swing and a miss. And Mike Walsh won't care. He has the long throw in his repertoire. Look at the distance that one cleared. Mopped up inside of the 18 by Greenwood. Now forward from Norgbe. Shiflett sends it back. Oliver across. Well scooped up by Urbina, who hasn't had to make a ton of saves today, but really strong to hold on to that one in traffic. And now Urbina quickly sends it out. And down the line, this is Pierre Cornell holding up play. Gets some support. Julius Ribasi in the mix. It's mopped up by Norgbe. Well, Simmons will send this forward. What a pleasant match this has been to watch. Two teams really bringing their best in pursuit of potential promotion. There's the throw from Ammon. It's touched back by Ribasi. Now over the near touch slide. That is clever from Dybala Oliver, but ran out of real estate, and now Eamon will take the throw. Tariq Ammon down the line. Great step there. Good, courageous step from Liam King to put his head on the line into the outstretched foot of Brady Bassi. Here comes Greenwood, the overlapping attack. Just a little bit too strong and into the arms of McCarron. McCarron able to put this one up high and into the wind. It's well won initially by Hybrid. Now down the line, Pierre Cornell gives chase. That is a perfectly timed challenge. Had to be a connection there from McCarron. Otherwise, he was at risk of leaving the goal open and potentially receiving the card, even a send-off. Here's Pierre Cornell battling against the Shanga. Shanga will have to turn back. And now Shanga upfield. Ball ricochet is out. Cornell still in pursuit. And it will be a goal kick to come. Down the line from Norgbe. Looking for Oliver, but this time the wind very direct. And while it will favor Frederick Kings, that's one area that they'll have to contend with, those direct balls. So difficult. We'll have to be a little more clever in how they direct their attacks forward. This is down the line for Cornell, but can't get to it. This ball had already gone. Shanga will leave this one for Walsh, who has that super long throw delivery. Now has the wind at his back, and this one clears quite a bit of distance. Hillis, ooh, Hillis dispossessed. All right, Shanga, it's sent across off the line. That is goal saving from Tariq Aman. It doesn't get any better than that for a defender. And right now, Frederick Kings still, they smell blood and they're still marching forward. Hybrid desperately looking to make the clearance. Here's Oliver cutting inside, taking the left-footed strike, and well blocked again by Ammon. Here is Evarista Longa, along with Seka, help engineer that last attack. Here is Prosper Shanga. Out wide, it's Urbina, who was all over the wing and probably the main man for creation for the Frederick Kings. Well sniffed out. Greenwood has taken it past a man, goes down. No foul forthcoming. And now Kings will switch the point of attack. Here comes Norgbe. Up across midfield. Seka surrounded by green shirts. And it will be a set piece in the middle of the pitch. And that goal-saving clearance from Tariq Aman a moment ago was, I can't state it enough, as far as defender is concerned, that is as valuable as a goal. Without doubt, that ball was traveling in, had the words goal on the tip of my tongue, but Aman came flying across to help out his goalkeeper and took that one off the line just in the nick of time. Now Frederick Kings will have to find another way forward into goal. You're just joining us, welcome. This is Super Soccer League promotion match. This is a direct ball. Ooh, Urbina spills into the back of the net. Golazo! And that is a fantastic delivery. You see just how difficult the wind can be on a day like today. The ball was sent in by King. The final strike delivered, I believe, by Shiflett. We'll take a look back at the replay. Here, look at this line drive knuckling ball. You really feel for Urbina. I believe that was Walsh who scored, the captain getting on the end. Mike Walsh finding the equalizer off the delivery from Liam King. Again, goalkeeper of Urbina's caliber, of course will look back and say, I wish I'd held on to that. But let me just say something again. As a goalkeeper, that is not an easy ball to handle. That was knuckling up and down, had the wind adding an extra bit of force to it. And in traffic, I think, if anything, I think the goalkeeper will look back and say, I wish I had just punched that one up and over. And that's probably what he could have done. But hindsight's always 20/20. Tough break to a goalkeeper who's performed well today in this big match, but now it's about how do you lock in. It's a level match. Both teams will need to be composed. Certainly Urbina and the rest of this hybrid side will have their part to play. Here's Simmons to deliver. It's a good ball, top of the 18, requires a flick on, and that flick on is there. Norgbe able to make the clearance. And Hillis sends it out wide. Hotly contested. Down the line. Here comes Urbina. Shanga sends it away. Now Shiflett, perfectly timed ball through. And it is Seka who's in. That is, again, great defending from who else but Tariq Aman. At the expense of a corner kick, but just when it looked like Seka had found his way around the goalkeeper, Tariq Aman steps in with another goal-saving clearance. Tariq Aman has been the defender of the day, coming up not once but twice in a goal-saving capacity, but not out of the woods yet. Our Hybrid FC, there's going to be another delivery. This is Urbina from the far side. It's a low delivery across the face. And it looks like there was some pushing and shoving, and we will see a set piece coming out. Excuse me, maybe the ball had gone. A little difficult this time. Hybrid subjected to those windy conditions, and Brian Urbina did not like what he saw and just decided to send this one back out wide. Mike Walsh with that long throw delivery will send this one forward. These long throws on a windy day can really play and wreak havoc on defenses. It's on a line. Still in the mix. Simmons gets a partial clearance. Ping balls around. Walsh with a steaming strike, always up and over, but you just see how chaotic those long throws can be. If you're just joining us for the second half, we saw an early goal from the first half in the later portion of that first half, scored by Daryl Greenwood. The answer has come here in the early portions of this second half. A steaming strike from distance from Liam King. Finished in front of goal by Mike Walsh. Has found the equalizer for Frederick Kings. Now it's Walsh down the line. Ball ricochets all the way back. Urbina. We'll play from the back. Oliver right on it. And now Hybrid make the clearance. Here comes Tariq Aman. Needs help from his former Sure Sports teammate. That's a lovely turn from Greenwood. Back out wide from Cornell now. Hybrid have found their footing. Salvador in the mix, sends it out wide. Now inside for Hillis. And there is the challenge from Prosper Ashanga of the Kings. It is certainly whipping here. Milford Mill, this is an otherwise lovely day, a sunny skies and somewhat reasonable temperatures, but the wind certainly has been the predominant and prevailing factor. This is Hillis. Strong body to marshal this over the end line, had the composure to wait and not try to send the ball back to his goalkeeper and put more pressure on his team. That is smart play from Hunter Hillis. And Hybrid find the composure to play out of the back, but only partially. The challenge comes in from Evarista Longa. Kings, you'd have to say, right now on the front foot. They smell blood. They found a goal and found a whole host of chances with the wind at their back. What answer can Hybrid have? They have to find a way to play out. They have to find some penetration. They'll look to players like Greenwood, like Cornell, who have been able to help in getting out. Good clearance from Simmons. McCarron sends it down the line for King. Now Hybrid have bodies up. Here's Johnson with a foot to it. Norgbe. This is that piece across the middle. Norgbe quickly puts it down. Floated out wide. This falls to the feet of Walsh. Now Longa over the top. It's a second chance for the Kings with Shiflett causing problems. And now Walsh, the captain here, will send another delivery. Andrea, I see your 1-3 delivery. Who are you picking for? Got to choose now. This is sent forward. Oh, there's the shot. What a save from Urbina from close range. King almost directing a second in, but the answer from Urbina only partially cleared. Hybrid now have a ball forward. Daryl Greenwood, shifty as always, gets it off his feet. Now sent out wide to Aman. Aman dispossessed, but quickly back in the mix, and now bounces it down the line. That was Salvador. Helped engineer that attack, but now down the line. A turn there from Seca. Simmons is there and gets a foot to it to send another long throw opportunity for the Kings. Certainly have relished these throws from inside the final quarter. Fair call. Okay, Andrea says 3-1 for Hybrid. This is a throw. Didn't quite have the same distance as Walsh, but Walsh able to sit top that 18 and almost send a strike towards goal. Here comes Urbina for the Kings across the face, but ball had gone and will be a goal kick to come. That was sent across the face by Christian Urbina. To be clear, there's Christian Urbina playing the wing, number 19 for Frederick Kings, and then there's Brian Urbina in goal for Hybrid FC. I'm sure that's caused some consternation, confusion for some out there. This is forward. Goalkeeper off the line. McCarron perhaps a little too eager to come forward. Now there's a chance for Hybrid. Simmons and Evarista Longa whistled for the foul. That's a hard challenge, and I believe a head injury in there. We're going to have to take a moment and check on the player. Certainly took a hard knock, but he's back on his feet. It is, I believe, 21. Rennie Carbajal, the putting his neck out for his team, and now the set piece in a central area. Kyle Simmons will stand over this one. We'll have to find a different type of delivery from how they sent it in first half. The wind will always take this one up and hold it up in the air. See how Randy Salvador is able to put it in. Oh, that's a clever ball. Oh, it's just outside the outstretched foot of Hillis. That is the right idea. Hybrid have found their responses to what has been seemingly constant pressure from the Kings this half. Now McCarron will stand over this ball. Down the line, and Hillis able to make the challenge. If you're just joining us, this is the Division II promotion match. Trying to find a side that would contend in Super Soccer League Maryland Division I. Two sides fighting tooth and nail to earn that honor. It's Hybrid FC in green, Frederick Kings wearing all black. Locked up in a 1-goal apiece fixture. Goal scorers for each side is Daryl Greenwood for Hybrid FC from the first half. For Frederick Kings in the second half, it was Mike Walsh. This is Walsh down the line, assisted on. Here comes Cornell, looking for the overlapping run. No connection to be found, and finally we'll have a chance to restart from the back. Out wide, Mackay Walker was the intended target, but Dybala Oliver able to jump it. Now down the line. Walker, aired ball, Norgbe first to it, and Seka is in an offside position. This is going to come back. Seka behind the back line. Here comes ball sent up and into the wind. The wind is really strong today. Gusts of up and over 30 plus. This is one that Hybrid will start from the back. Here's Mackay Walker running out of real estate on the near side. Dybala Oliver quickest to it. He finds Seka. Now back. Oliver. Well blocked. Second bite at the apple. Oliver picking up his own rebound. Looking for support, has sent it across the 18. It ricochets all the way over to Christian Urbina. On that far side, we're going to have a throw for the benefit of Yoma Ogra. Kings all over this one. Sent over the top, and it could be a chance for Greenwood. Greenwood doing a lot by himself, has Simmons there. Looks like Pierre Cornell did well to do a horizontal run across, keeping on side. The final effort cut out. It's got to be frustrating for Hybrid, who had the right pieces in play, but the final pass just let them down, and now it will be a throw here on the near side for Frederick Kings. I'm keen to see that connection between Pierre Cornell, the veteran, holding up play, and then, of course, the speed of Daryl Greenwood. I think there's something to be had there for Hybrid. It's an easy foul going against Dybala Oliver. One thing that's really stood out, sometimes you don't see in these big matches, is it's been super physical, but it's been some great sportsmanship. I haven't seen any malicious tackles, and every single time there's players helping each other up. And unfortunately, that's not a given in this sport or any, especially when it gets to these big knockout matches when there's lots on the line. You see some ugly moments. Haven't seen any of that, and it's been a true sporting event. But again, I love the physicality because both these sides are going in hard on challenges, and that makes it all the more admirable. But as we play on, here comes Sekia, bouncing off the challenge. That's a huge challenge from Hillis to block from point-blank range. Hunter Hillis coming up big. Second tackle also made, and now Hybrid looking forward. It's knocked forward by Darren Greenwood, but no recipient to be found. Now Kings have Christian Urbina marching up the field. It bounces. Urbina on Urbina. Brian Urbina able to get to this one ahead of Christian Urbina, and now sent out wide. Shanga cuts back, has found some window. It's back across. What a golazo in there from Prosper Shanga to put the Kings up 2-1. That is, excuse me, I believe that is Evarista Longa. What a finish, what a goal, and what a scoreline we have here. Evarista Longa with a fantastic strike. Not a thing Urbina could do about that one. And, excuse me, that is Evarista Longa, not Ashanga. Credit to you, Evarista Longa, for scoring the go-ahead goal, the potential game winner. But we have lots of time left, and I'm sure Hybrid have plenty more to say here in this one. Scores 2-1 for Frederick Kings. This one bounces off of Seka. Hillis will deal. It's sent down the line. Good clearance from Ashanga. Now ricochets off of the back foot of Ashanga. And Hybrid will have the throw. Simmons not wasting any time. We'll send it to the feet of Greenwood. Greenwood quickly under pressure from Urbina. Good battle out there. Down the line. Ashanga sends it forward. Now Walker, Mackay Walker striding down the line. Can he get it off his feet? Needs to release that a little sooner. And Kings happy to intervene. What a goal we saw a moment ago from Evarista Longa, a former MSI man, coming up big here for Frederick Kings in what could be the moment to put them into Division I. This is knocked up the pitch. Oliver is there, Dybala Oliver with Walker on his back. Holding up play, now Walsh in the middle. Walsh's ball just outside the range of Oliver, and will be a goal kick to come. This is over the top, and now back to McCarron. Down the line from King. Here's Dybala Oliver rounding his man with ease. Oliver has to make the right decision. Oh, that's a beautiful decision. Shiflett down the line. Shiflett pulled back. Shiflett will still get inside anyways. Falls into the waiting arms. I think there was a potential foul to be called, but it was a good advantage because that was a perfect ball in from Shiflett. But Frederick Kings still trying to march forward. Salvador sends it outside. Finally, over the far touchline will be a throw. Looks like we'll see a switch here for Hybrid FC and using some fresh legs to the mix as Makai Walker goes off. And Tariq Aman is back on. Well, taken. Down by Aman. Aman sends it across. Oh, what a save by McCarron. Simmons delivered a perfect touch to that, but McCarron did well to hold his line. Didn't come off and gave himself time to make the save. Didn't have the most pace on it. Simmons just able to redirect the ball towards goal, and McCarron able to come up huge from point blank. This is going to be a throw on the far side for Frederick Kings. Shanga sends it down the line. Proctor gives away the foul. Good challenge from Ashanga. King only makes the partial clearance. Here comes Salvador. Now Simmons, the return pass is a good one. It begs for a finish. It's passed off at the crucial moment, giving Kings enough time to come back. Greenwood was the one who took the shot, but I think by the time he got the ball, there was no window left. I think that one would have been better taken by number 18, Mauricio Lopez. Well, you see there are chances opening up here for Hybrid, and this is a really tough win to clear. Aman did well to take this out of the air, but like a punt from Hybrid. Now forward, Greenwood gets the early ball across. Greenwood at the backside. What a save from McCarron to take this one away from what would have been a second for Greenwood. Almost the Greenwood to Greenwood connection. But McCarron comes across his goal and makes the save. Keep his side up. Here's Ammon. Shiflett sends it back, and this match has reached a real fever pitch. Don't expect it to die down anytime soon. Hybrid showing some real fight after they went down and have been up against the gun at times today. We've seen a couple of moments where Simmons and then Daryl Greenwood very close to finding the back of the net. We also saw a chance for Mauricio Lopez. It is a set piece for Shiflett and the Kings. Shiflett's booming ball could cause problems. It's just wide. No final touch, but those are the types of balls that send shivers down the spine of backline when you have to turn around and face your own goal. Here comes Dybala Oliver. again. Again, this is Kings up by a goal. They certainly will want more, but they don't have to force the issue as much. Possession just as valuable in some ways. Here comes Dybala Oliver to the end line, runs out of real estate, and it is going to be a goal kick for Hybrid FC. Reached the 80th minute of play, just about 10 minutes plus whatever stoppage is added. It's now or never. I think we'll start to see Hybrid taking more and more chances. As we saw Pierre Cornell not Pierre Cornell, that is number 4. Yoma Agra back onto the pitch, placing Simmons. Christian Johnson, replacing Simmons. There's Johnson. Johnson, lovely turn and connects on the far side, but just unable to make the final release. Here come the Kings. Oh, nervy moment there. Norgbe able to get it off, but just in time. Salvador dispossessed. Here comes Colin Iyer. Now Walsh dispossessed. It's over the top. Flag stays down. Now Ammon able to get it away just in time. He's back again. Down the line. You saw what Ammon was trying to do. It was the right decision, but the final recipient just wasn't there. Rene Carbajal trying to cheat in behind, but right now with the wind at their face, it's more important than ever for Hybrid to stay within the passing lane, stay within range. And now Walsh will send this one across. Well mopped up initially by Hillis. Second ball falls kindly for Proctor. No games to be played. Frederick Kings just lumping it forward. Dybala came up very early, but still made connection when the ball came down and when he came down, although I didn't think he knew much about it. This is Liam King to send the throw in. Well cut out by Amon. Second ball falls kindly for Walsh. Now over to Iyer. Good work from Walsh to, I was going to say to keep this one in play and keep Hybrid with their backs to the field, but not a good place, not a necessary place to give away a foul. True, and it's honestly a good point. It's kind of the same point I'm saying. In a windy day like today, especially, you see like there's no one there in the midfield to receive the ball. So as a defense, of course you don't want to just kick the ball away, but what are you supposed to do when there's no one showing? Hence why the team has to be together. It's a difficult position for Hybrid right now. They have talent, they have players who can make plays happen, but they definitely need to find a little bit more cohesion. This is better, it's sent up top, and now here we go. There's a challenge. Final touch comes off the Kings. It will be a throw. Yuma Ogra, a player making things happen right now up top. Ernie Carbajal in the mix as well. We see Greenwood on the near side. Tariq Aman has been getting higher and higher. sent in. Partial clearance made. Walker sends it down the line. Now it's the would-be goal scorer. That's a perfectly timed run from Iyer. What a ball. Iyer cannot find the final nail in the coffin, and Hybrid will have a chance to counterattack. What a ball that was from Evarista Longa to find Iyer on the run. Perfectly timed run, perfectly timed ball. Now Hybrid will have a throw up the pitch here in the final minutes of play. Iyer makes the challenge. We're in the final 5 minutes. We're just entering the 86th minute. 5 minutes plus whatever stoppage is added on. We haven't had a lot of injuries or stoppages, so I don't think we're going to have a whole lot. We'll see how that changes. This is going to be a set piece deep inside of Every territory. Didn't get a good look at it. Excuse me, deep inside of King's territory. King's not happy with it, and it's going to be a moment that will have to be strong in communication with this wind bearing down. You hear McCarron lining up his wall in front of this one. Surprised to only see the 3 players in it. Even Evarista Longa dropping back, all Kings players on deck. Here comes the delivery into the wall, and Kings able to make the clearance. Strong intervention. Oh, flicked on well. Is there a service across? It's top of the 18. Shot sent in. Goalkeeper McCarron makes that huge stop right in front of Hillis. That is a huge moment for this young goalkeeper. Where he needed to hold on to the ball in traffic, he did so with ease. Now sends a booming ball upfield. And there's Evarista Longa. Can he get to this one? Well, he did his best to keep it alive. Was always going to be traveling up and out. And now will be a goal kick to come. Excuse me, now this had gone out over the near touch. Tariq Aman stands over top. Greenwood gets a touch to it. Down the line, here comes Daryl Greenwood. He's the player who's been making things happen today. Looking for the threaded pass. Oh, that was a beautiful decision and an even better challenge at the back. Number 15. I believe that's Will Adenga. Excuse me, now Travis Aderinto. No time to rest on their laurels. This is sent forward by Hybrid. There is going to be a set piece coming out. This has been well worth the price of admission here today. A promotion battle fought hard in every stage of the contest. And I think we will see some stoppage time now added on for moments like this. Aderinto addressed by our center official, and McCarron will send everyone forward with the wind whipping. This is contested, but trickles through. Good pressure from Oliver. On the line, cut out by King. will be a throw for the Kings. Walsh not in any real rush to get this one back underway. Looks like we'll see a late substitution for the Kings. Oliver is off. The additional player is on. Moments away from running our would-be promotion finalists, but Hybrid's still battling. He's down the line. Good intervention there. Johnson gets a touch, but Iyer is there. And Iyer will be whistled for the foul on Johnson. Johnson sends it in. Now Hillis back to Johnson, and here we go. Into stoppage time now. Got to see some more urgency from Hybrid. We don't know how much time they'll get. They have to be clinical with decisions, but there has to be just a sense of urgency of trying to get forward. This one trickles through, but first to it is Ashanga. Proctor battling Hillis. And this will be a foul going against Hunter Hillis. Huge set piece here. Shiflett to send it in. Shiflett bumps it high. Iyer got ahead to it, but couldn't quite redirect it. Great battle there. And that is your final whistle. Frederick Kings have gone through as your promoted team into Division I. Huge kudos to Hybrid on the season they've had and the fight they've shown here today. What a match we've had. Thanks for joining us here live on DMV Sports Media. Stay tuned for the celebration. And we're going to send them into Division I with a short celebration as the second team behind Peru United. Congratulations to Peru United for their excellent season as the Division II champions. And now Frederick Kings have gone through as the second promoted team. Noah Walker going to go down and welcome Frederick Kings. Just stick around for a couple of moments here for the presentation, and then we will see you at 2 p.m. for the Division I Championship Final. Steel Pulse and Baltimore City FC. It is the incumbent versus the newcomer, the 7-time perennial champion versus a team looking for their first Division I championship. We will see there for 2 p.m. But for now, relish in the glory, relish in the moment of promotion and the joy that these players will feel knowing they're going on to take on the big names next season.